Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this unplanned video. I did not expect to be making this, but then I didn't expect to be told that there was a whole Bray Wyatt segment of SmackDown that I hadn't seen. Here in the UK, we did not get this. This was cut out of the broadcast. I know exactly when this happened, and what we got instead was a BT logo. There was a BT logo. The ring was all dark, and we had like a BT logo. When we came back from that, the show was on, and they were just talking about the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way Championship match that was coming up, like the number one contenders match. So I know exactly when this happened. I know why I didn't see it. I know what was on screen instead. We did not get this here in the UK. There are going to be a lot of people that have not seen this. So a massive thank you to Rotem, who sent this over. He was adamant that this was there last night. For the record, I believed him. But I didn't get a chance to look into it any further until today. He sent it over. In all fairness to Rotem, he kept banging on that door. He really wanted you to see this. So a massive thank you to him. I've taken the footage. I'm going to show it so that we can talk about it. But definitely show Rotem some love next time he's in the chat. He called this, and he was very vocal about this. So, yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. Sit back, relax, enjoy this. It's not long, but for many of you, you might not have seen this before. And it may have been shown in America. It might have been shown in Canada. We did not get it in the UK. That's all I can tell you. So I don't know who else saw it, who else didn't. So here is the lost Bray Wyatt segment from this week's SmackDown.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
There we go. Again, massive thank you to Rotem for that footage, because I have not seen that. I have not been sent that. I have not seen screenshots of that. I have not seen conversations about that. We were not having conversations about why would he say what is wrong with you. I haven't heard him say that before. He never said that in the main part of SmackDown. There's other images in here that I think are really interesting. And so what I want to do now is I've got some screenshots that I just want to kind of quickly go through that I've pulled out of those, just so that we can dig in a little bit to what's in there. So first of all, the eye. Again, we're not going to spend long on this, but there is a whole conversation around the eye because it was shown kind of on its own earlier in the show. It featured again here. It featured again in the Bray segment. This is definitely a thing. They want you to see this. And a lot of people feel that it connects with Liv. She's got the eye on her ring gear. She's got the eye on her entrance Titantron. You know, her whole slogan is "Watch Me." And so there's a few people thinking that this is connected to her. It does feel like it's a female eye as well, if I was to guess. So, again, just interesting that it did feature here as well. Also, we got this, of course. This is seemingly part of his logo. What's really interesting about this is that this is apparently a Hawkmoth, and that was provided to me by Grimmy on Twitter. Apparently, this is a real moth that features markings of a human skull on its back. You can see it just below the head, kind of in the middle. That kind of white marking in the center looks a little like a human skull. That's a real moth that's got those markings. And that seems to be the kind of foundation, if you will, for Bray's new logo. Again, we keep seeing it. I don't know if this is just, you know, the logo of Bray now and potentially Wyatt 6. But again, we saw it here. I thought that was great information from Grimmy, though. So big thank you to you. We also got this. Now, this is really interesting. We did look at this last night. This is that kind of statue demon. It's not the strongest image here. But yeah, this is interesting because there's a few different thoughts. First of all, Wyatt Guy tells me that this image was shown when Rowan was set free. when Rowan was set free from the Wyatt family, this was shown during that video package as well. So this, in a way, connects to Rowan because this image was shown then. So is this a way of saying that Rowan is coming back? So that is very interesting. The other connection is that Life is a Circle says, if you look at the kind of way the tongue is coming out, do you remember when Alexa had her tongue come out and there was that kind of, I don't know if it was a tongue or red goop, but it kind of went all the way down. People are saying that it's got that vibe to it. You can kind of see a connection there also. So this might be teasing Rowan. This might be teasing Alexa. It might be teasing both. But either way, this feels significant as well. Then we got this kind of image, which I think is like a drawing of what we just saw. But again, very interesting. I don't recall seeing this image before. That was buried in there. We got this skeleton. I don't know if we spoke about this skeleton, but this skeleton was all over the main Bray segment, you know. And again, it featured here. No idea what this is referring to. Skeletons in the closet or something? Not sure, but maybe it's just stock footage. Maybe they're just putting a few things in there to make it spooky. And what's spookier than a skeleton? I don't know, but this has featured quite a few times. This is not the only time that we've seen this. Then the head with the snake. Again, we touched on that. That was in this bit and, of course, would feature in the main segment as well. And this is my biggest takeaway from this clip. This is the clearest image that we've had of this. I did a video earlier on the main channel, and that video said, who is this, right? I've done a couple of those. There's the guy in the mask who I think people are leaning towards that being Bo Dallas. And then I was like, who is this? Who's this dude that sat on a throne? And what's going on here? A lot of excitement around this because, you know, this feels quite grand. This feels like the person that's potentially in control. There's a lot to unpack here. Apparently, this is Baphomet. Baphomet, I think is how you pronounce it. It is a deity that is worshipped by the Knights Templar. Apparently, it symbolizes balance. Now, you can go quite far into this. It goes off into like occult and Western traditions, and you can go quite far, right? Trying to figure out what this actually means is a little bit tricky, but this is very interesting because this featured in that main segment as well. And this is the clearest image that we've had of it so far. It was not this clear during the main segment of SmackDown, during, like, you know, Bray's promo and when he gets interrupted. So, yeah, this is absolutely fascinating. So we're getting a clearer idea now as to what some of these things are. It doesn't necessarily help us connect what they mean yet. But again, I feel like the conversation is progressing. We are moving forwards. We're just having to take little steps. But yeah, this is where we are at the moment. So really, this video is to show you that segment that you might not have seen. Pull out a few of the key images that were in there and kind of bring you up to speed with where some of the conversations are. And of course, there was this as well, you know, what's wrong with you? That was a big message that was coming through. That was the only thing that was being said. What's wrong with you? And that is not something that we've heard this Uncle Howdy, if this is Uncle Howdy. We haven't heard him say that before. I don't even remember that being in a cryptic clue or a white rabbit QR code. So a little bit confused by this, but listen, let me know what you think. I always feel like the comment section is like a supercomputer. So let's see what pieces you guys have put together and what you've come up with. But that's kind of where the conversations are at the moment. I think there's been 4 videos since last night's segment. Kind of there's different pieces in each one. We've got a couple of videos on the main channel, a couple of videos on this channel. Make sure that you're subscribed to both channels because I genuinely don't know what I'm dropping where. It's just a case of getting stuff out most of the time, and I wanted to get this out. So a big, big shout out to Rotem. A big shout out to you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little video, unplanned video, and I will see you on Sunday, because we will be doing a live stream where we're going to try and bring everything together. So I'll see you then. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.